Okay, so now we're going to back the horse. I use backing for several different reasons. I use it to help establish a better self-carriage. That's, I think, one of the most important ones. We get engagement from the hind end. It's going lower and pulling backwards. We'll get a lifting of the shoulders, a lifting of the center of the horse's body when they're going backwards, and we get a softening effect in the jaw, the neck, the whole body becomes softer. We also gain a little more ability to control the hips left and right, as well as the shoulders left and right. So backing has got so many facets to it that are so relevant to body control that to me it's one of my more important exercises, so to speak. And essentially the backup is a trot in reverse. Now, if you notice that I'm sitting here right now with pretty slack bridle rein, and this horse is standing quietly. This is like when I'm in this position right here, I want my horses to know that they're off the clock, so to speak. He can look around, do whatever he wants to do. He just can't move his feet. Now, when I get ready to move him, I will square up my body. I will take contact with the horse's mouth. Backing is what I want this horse to do, so I lean back just a little bit. Did you see that when I lean back? And then I'll pull on him until he moves his feet, and I want him backing up on a soft feel. I do not want the horse pulling on my hands. I do not want to have to use my bridle reins to keep this horse backing. When I'm ready to stop, I simply relax, quit riding, and let the horse stop. Backing, the only difference in my body when I'm backing than when I'm going forward is what I do with my hands first. If I take contact with this horse's mouth first and then engage my body, he's going to back up. If I do not engage the bridle reins first and then I use my body, he's going to come forward. So my body posture did not change in the backup or the forward. It's what I told him to do with my hands. Okay? So I like for my horses to back straight, but I want to have the ability to move the shoulders to the left and to the right. I want to have the ability to move the hindquarters to his right and back to his left so that I can get him straight. When this horse backs up straight, he's going to feel a complete release from my legs and from my hands, and he's going to be backing because that's the sweet spot right there. Backing straight, he's not leaning one way or the other. I back him till see him tuck his nose right there. So I'm going to just quit right there and let him enjoy the freedom of that. This is how I utilize backing as a tool to help me gain collection, help me gain softness up in the front end. So there's so much that you can do in asking your horse to back up. I feel like that it is a place that's well worth spending time to develop a quality backup, one that the horse is really picking their feet up. If you want a little more energy in that backup, you can use one rein, then the other rein is just a little bit more, and you see him putting a little more intensity into that backup. That's one way to help get your backup working a little more freely. Another way to really enhance the backup is to utilize your toe just a little bit up on this horse's shoulders, just a little bit like this. See my feet moving? And I've asked him to move backwards a little more freely with my feet moving like that. So these are just some tips that if your horse is pulling on your hands, You might help by using one bridle rein a little bit more than the other one. Do anything that you can think of to get that horse to think about moving his feet, so that you can reward him by letting him put the release in when he moves his feet backwards. Now, if you notice, I'm not just throwing him away. That seems to be the most common thing that I see, is as soon as people get a horse to take a step, throw them away. That's okay the first time, but we're going to need to carry that feel with us. We're going to need to carry that feel so that this horse is willingly giving us those feet when we want them, the speed that we want them to go. When we ask him to come back, I want my horses to come back, get back. I don't want them to think about not giving me what I'm asking them to do. If I always just reward by turning them completely loose as soon as they do it, it's going to be sometimes counterproductive. So I want to learn to carry that feel, a light feel. I'm not pulling hard in his mouth. I want it to be real light, real obedient, and real eager for that horse to back up, because we're going to use this for so many things throughout his life of communication between me and the horse.